Okay, I've done it. Sorry about that, guys. that's me in technology. So I had it planned for 3 o'clock, and it just I was pressing the wrong buttons. Anyway, for all you guys that have been waiting, and I've got to say, Keith James is the top man, because I did, before I come live, I did actually check on the site because I wanted to load up some information and that. And so Keith, he's a top man. I've got 19 in the house. I've got 9 likes already. I just got to thank everybody. Tilly's in the house as well. Tilly's dad's in the house, top man. So today it's Fish and Chip Friday. It's the 17th of November. Can you believe the temperature today is a little bit, it's not as hot as yesterday, even though to me I think it feels just as hot. It's 25 in the shade. So in some places we're probably touching 30. I had seen in the week some places were like 32. And that's nuts, isn't it? We're talking mid-November now. We're talking weeks now, isn't it, before Christmas, and temperatures are still looking good. I'll put a downer on this now. Next week temperatures are going down, but it's still going to be sunny weather, so that's the main thing. So Fish and Chip Friday. Now, we went out this morning. We went down to Bolwavo to support. I've got it, if you can see it. There it is. So I supported, well, I didn't support, Friends of Mazaron Animals, because Kevin was down there. He's the pet photographer, and he was taking pet portraits. All money collected goes straight to the Friends of Mazaron Animals. Well done. So Bonnie's got a lovely portrait of herself with a bit of a smile, or a bit of a snare, I think. Anyway, Kevin, top man, great picture, great capture of Bonnie, what she's like. So he was down there this morning. I had some cake. There's a nice cake stall there. I think it's finished now, so if you're thinking about rushing down and out, but I might be wrong. If you're down that way, have a check, because don't forget, this weekend it's the Sardine Festival. I'm going to be there on Sunday, but I won't be eating the sardines because I don't like fish. I mean, I don't mind fish and chips, but sardines is not my best, because these sardines are massive here, and they got loads of, I don't like anything with bones in it. But it's going to be it's not just to be about, there will be sardines obviously cooked on the beach. I think if people I'm not too sure if you have to pay for the sardines, because this is my first time I'm going there. But there's going to be like horses running up and down the beach. There's obviously going to be something going on, some sort of festival thing. It's going to be pretty packed, so they're going to shutting off a lot of roads. Now, I did hear, listening to somebody else today, that they're laying on coaches down in Mazaron somewhere, so you can catch a coach up to there. Is it free? I don't know. But I know some of the roads that lead in the Bolway are going to be shut on Sunday because obviously the traffic. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work. But Mandy and Steve are sorting it out, so no doubt we'll get there when it all happens. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, today's topic, which obviously has been in the news for the past month, to be honest, and it's from Barry. Now, Barry asked this a couple of weeks ago, and this is what that thumbnail was all about. Is there any truth in the rumour that Spain are looking at getting rid of the 90-day rule for Brits coming to Spain? Good question, that, Barry. That's one we're going to talk about today. And here's a headline I've got a couple of days ago. Spain aims to overturn 90-day rule for British tourists. British tourists, not Brits that are living here, not Brits that's got holiday homes, or British tourists. Anyway, that's the headline. It's all about news headlines, isn't it? What's going to happen, what never does happen. And if you remember the driving licence palaver here in Spain, that went on for a couple of years, didn't it? But eventually it got there. So, a 90-day rule. Oh yeah, John, he knows who he is. John the solar panel man. John, still no nearer, mate. I've still had no word from anybody other than Harvey said to me he's got a mate of his that has got some panels. I really wanted to be contacted by one of the solar panel companies because it'd be interesting. Funny enough, I was on a chat the other day to an agent and we were saying about why hasn't, like say, all Camperso got solar panels on the roof? Why haven't they? You know, why hasn't the government, especially the government, funded, you know, giving us funds to put panels on our roof, and also tell about the options. You know, you can just have solar panels, you don't have to have the batteries, you can have the batteries. None of that's sort of made clear, other than it's going to cost you a lot of money, and yeah, maybe at the end of the day you will get a big return. And that, to me, that all depends on your age. I mean, I'm an old bloke. I would imagine time I get my money back off those panels, it wouldn't make much difference to me. But obviously for a younger family, yeah. But why can't the government give us the panels, for instance? Now, all this eco rubbish they go on about it all the time, about they want to save the planet. But at the end of the day, it's all about money, unfortunately. It's just a shame that, I mean, I've been going on about these solar panels for yonks now. And I know some of you solar panel people out there watching. Like I said before, I'm open. I'm not going to charge you for it. I just want a bit of information about, you know, the panels you put on people's roofs. Because I noticed there is other solar panel companies that actually say some people have been ripped off, they've been sold the wrong stuff, it's no good, we do the better. So anyway, so John, still waiting. I think we're probably talking well into next year before I'll actually get a contact. I think solar panels, I mean solar energy, obviously seems to be more and more interest now, especially with rubbishy things about electric cars and things like that. So I would imagine next year there's probably going to be a bigger push, I would have thought, on solar energy. But at the moment, it ain't happening. Anyway, going back to Barry's question. So I was going to say it again. So we got 52 in the house. And I've only got 24 likes. Come on. So anyway, Barry's question was, and this is a couple of weeks back, don't forget, even though it's been all in the news about the 90-day palaver, is there any truth in the rumour that Spain are looking to get rid of the 90-day rule for Brits coming to Spain? Guys, I'm going to say it straight away at the beginning. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do nothing. It's all talk. And it's all to do with ministers, you know, Spanish ministers who want to make a name for themselves. And one of the main regions that's always stirring it up is Valencia. Valencia, we love you, but you're always stirring it up. It's about the tourist bloke. He's always, I mean, this thing about the 90-day thing has been on for the past couple of years. It always comes to like news headlines like to make a big thing of it. End of the day, Brussels ain't gonna allow it. Spain has pushed through a couple of things over the years, especially about the toll roads. Brussels contacted Spain this year to say, well, as from next year, because they want their money back, they said to Spain, you're going to have to toll the roads. Well, Spain said, get knotted. Brilliant. 90-day thing, they're not worried, guys. There's a lot of people, a lot of people that's got holiday homes here are not happy with this 90-day thing. And I think the most annoying thing, and this is where UK government have got to get a big boo up the arsehole and say, how come Spanish people in UK can stay for 180 days? So why can't UK expats here in Spain, they can do the same? They can't. They're 90 days. So that agreement that old Boris rushed through, and this is why the driving licence thing went on for months, well, years really. The 90-day thing, no. And then obviously this week, France has got involved in it. Some other minister in France has said that holiday owners in France may get a visa to extend their 90 days to 180 days. Yet again, the guy that's in charge of the president, forget his name now, I had it all in my head. I think, can't remember his name now, but anyway, he's against it anyway. But like all things, it's all about ministers talking about, you know, oh yeah, we want this for this, but when it's got to go to central government, and central government don't want it. That driving licence thing went on for years because it never went to government. It was always put forward, and every time they had an agenda, they kicked it out because they're not interested. The only way it's to get interest is obviously more and more people, not me, but obviously more people, especially you lot out there, that protest about it, then it might get noticed. But at the moment, they got no interest at all. It's that foreign minister, no, the tourist minister guy that's been pushing it. Now, Valencia, a couple of years back, did say they wanted to scrap the 90-day thing, bring in 180 days. They wanted to do tax, all the things that we'd all love. But central government, no, they're not even interested at all. So unfortunately, Barry, yeah, it's all rumours, and it's always the press. And I think these days, I think we're all starting to realise now, all the main news agencies, I'm talking about the BBC, ITV, Sky News, it's all fake news now, unfortunately. And it's right, I mean, I don't even bother watching the news now, really, other than obviously, like you said, you just hear the rumours. It'd be fantastic because I know a lot of people, especially holiday homemakers that I've known here, that have just sold up and gone back. But that's not affected the economy because there's a lot of Northern Europeans. I've only got asked the estate agents here, a lot of Belgians, a lot of Sweden people, all those sort of people, and obviously in America and Canada, all big interest coming out of here. There's a lot of building going on. But they're not worried about us Brits, unfortunately, which is such a big shame. But, like you said, I think as long as it's kept in the news, the more and more it's highlighted. Somebody higher up in the government may take notice, but at the moment, it's just talk. And I'll tell you, a good channel to check out, because I always like promoting channels on this channel, is YouTube Spain. That's U2 TOO Spain. That's by he doesn't like being called Chris. He likes being called Scats. But he does a brilliant. He's brought out a couple of videos the past couple of days on the whole subject. He's looked through the proper news headlines where they just got no interest, guys. Unfortunately, such a shame. I know. And obviously Spain. It's the other Chris, isn't it? I think he's called... No, Stuart from Spain Speaks. He's been talking about it as well. So we're all talking about it. I haven't heard Mike and Yvonne. I don't think Mike and Yvonne... I've got a feeling Mike and Yvonne have gone back to the UK now. I'm surprised that you guys haven't been talking about it because I know you actually set up a... like, not a committee, but a protest site about the 90-day thing and on to about change the 180 days thing. And I think that's been over the past couple of years. It'd be interesting to know how many people have supported that, because obviously the more support they get, the more petition they get, then they have to take notice. But at the moment, unfortunately, it's just not going to happen, is it? Because it doesn't affect their wallets, unfortunately. And I expect a lot of it is to do with businesses. A lot of British developments are actually, we're talking about Tesco's, we're talking about some of the big building companies here in Spain that are British run. Obviously it's in their interest to get you guys to stay here longer, which like the old days, isn't it? So we're coming back to that horrible word, Brexit. I don't know what, every month now we're hearing more and more what that Brexit is caused problems with. We've got a company over on B, it's a bedding company. I can't think of their names, but anyway, they obviously, because winter, like I've always banged on about, guys, it does, even though it's 25 today, they've got a load of quilts on order. It's held up at friggin' Calais because on their trailer that they've got, obviously to keep the space, they've got a load of cheese on there. And because they've got cheese on there, they need all the licenses. Not like the old days, straight through. Now it's all about veterinary certificates, licenses, and it's been held up there. So these guys are really annoyed, you know, because it's this Brexit is a anyway. So it's the weekend. Just to remind everybody, I've got 47 in the house. See, everybody's leaving me now. No, they know nothing's happening about the 90-day thing. They just don't want to know now. But anyway, don't forget, on Sunday, it's Free Sticker Sunday. You got a good chance of winning a sticker. Now, this week is back to just one person, not back to two people, because I'm a poor pensioner. I'm not one of these wealthy people. Anyway, I've got 35 likes. That's what I know. I mean, I'm just going to turn it around now. Yeah, don't we all? Even though I didn't think they would ever turn down Brexit, but they did, didn't they? It's a bit of a shock. Okay, so this is, you know, this is giving an idea. So like that, not a cloud in the sky. Oh yeah, and just while we're coming around here, this place here, this is the squatter's house. Yesterday, the squatters had tele cable turn up to install fast broadband, which I thought, how do they do it? I can't even afford that. Anyway, let's go back to me. So guys, Fish and Chip Friday. We're not having fish and chips today because we'll be having fish and chips today. Wife told me something about that. Oh yeah, because we went down to the Christmas fair down at Bolwavo. We had a load of cakes, chocolate cakes, which was really nice. I think so. Tonight we just got pizza. So it'd be Pizza Friday for me, but everybody else is Fish and Chip Friday. Weekend's upon us. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. And yeah, adios amigos.